Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. One of the biggest W's of this year in FC25 has been EA releasing the Road to the Final winners and Nations League winners teams. And with the last big competition ending, we're asking that question. Could EA do this one more time for the English women's team? We're going to talk about that today. Plus, a new player pick should be dropping today. That's a new 95 plus player pick, one that you'll definitely want to be crafting. But really, we're just one day closer to this Friday, which should finally bring us some new cards to pack, aka Footies batch number 3, and of course, Footies team number 4. And hopefully a actually worth it massive player SBC. We have so many of these like, okay, decent ones, okay, fine, but nothing like, wow, a 99 rated player in SBCs. We need that soon. Let's talk about it, guys, man. Also, if you're still chasing a 99 rated, I heard that if you liked the video and subscribe to the channel, you might have some pack luck that gets you at 99. Oh, we do have an Evo leak to discuss today as well. All right, let's get into things, guys. Looking over yesterday's content on Monday, let's go to the objective tab here and talk about day 2 of the FUTTIES Daily Cup. Your boy didn't go 2 for 2. We went 3-1 in the second day, unfortunately losing our second game, so we do not get Mateus and Orsolini and that daily, the win games objective done. Did not get that one done, unfortunately. However, we have another chance today with Cup number 3, but with this Cup 2, they actually kind of restricted the squads a little bit. You can only use a maximum of 3 nations, which I do think changed up the teams a little bit. Saw a lot of Brazil, saw a lot of France. I had Brazil, France, and what was the other nation in my team? I forget what it was. Portugal. Right. That's what I used in this cup. It was okay. It's another day down. It's such a short amount of time to play those 4 games. At the very least, make sure you're rubber banding or just playing those 4 games so that you can get your progress to the 5 of 7 that you need to complete here for the Doumbia. So like yesterday, of course, we had the 3 base playstyles and the 5-star weak foot upgrade. Today for day number 3, we're going to be getting an 83 times 20. That is a pretty solid pack just for playing a 4 set of quick games. You get a couple wins too, you get a couple more packs. So that's that. We get another one of those today. Really nothing else in objectives yesterday, nothing in evolutions, although like I mentioned, we do have an Evo League. And in SBCs, we got a FIFA legend as an SBC, but it's just not quite good enough, I think. Gianluca Zambrotta, kind of a right back, left back legend per se, because every time he's had SBCs in previous years of this game, I think he even had a greats of the game last year in FC24. He was such a good card. 5-star, 5-star, can play on the right, on the left. The problem is the playstyle pluses, man. I mean, press proven, rapid for a right back, left back, intercept and slide tackle. I think that's just the issue. If this card had intercept, anticipate, quick step, and maybe like a pinged or long ball pass plus, I think we would be all about this. For the stats that it has, he does look very good and he's very cheap. Like, let's not get it twisted. This is a very cheap card. I mean, he's just a few squads, 7 squads, which means he's actually about 4 squads after you take out the bronze, silver, and the loan. So 228,000 coins. His card is actually upvoted, but I think that's because it is Zambrotta. So if he's a legend for you and you got to get him done, then absolutely go ahead and do it. Do not let me stop you. But I just think that that's not quite good enough, especially if you've done the Mycon SBC. Maybe you packed like Footies, Koundé. There's so many other great right backs in this game that you could have over that card, in my opinion. Now, also yesterday we had a new player SBC in the players tab. That is Toon, kind of a infamous card for me this year after I accidentally evolved her card when trying to do the Evo glitch back when everybody was creating those 95 Henrys. I accidentally glitched her to a 95 instead of my Weston McKennie, who I was trying to do. But she got a card yesterday, pinged past Tiki Taka Quick Step and the Power Shot. It's very cheap. It's 1 SBC. It's 37,000 coins. That might just be a good place to get some fodder ousted from your club and a 97 rated card in, unless you want to create maybe like an English women's team. That could be one of the cards you use to do that. Also, yesterday we had a new player pick per usual. It's still the 86 plus 2 of 3, and we can do it 7 times per day. That's a lot. I'm going to actually open all of these right now. We're going to do a quick little bit of a player pick opening. I don't have any of the big player picks today. I know that we've been opening a lot of those on the videos recently, and it's been so fun to do that. But I've kind of sent my club almost so far that I need to do a bunch of exchanges and get my 84 and 85 times 10 SBCs done from yesterday on the refresh. Speaking of English women's cards, Chloe Kelly right there. I got to do some of that kind of menu grind work to get my club back built up. before going back into those player picks. The player picks have treated me fantastic. I'll keep saying that. I love the 1 of 5. I think a lot of you guys are grinding those right now at the moment too. They're so fun. But you get to a spot where you're like, wait a second, I got to build back some higher rateds in my club so that I can continue to do these player picks over and over and over. Because if you rinse your club too thin, then you're like looking at running out of exchanges, and that's a problem. So these 86 plus picks, ooh, Lampard, I mean, throw that into the exchange, another one. I'm getting some decent cards from this, kind of par for the course, but you know, you do these because you never know what you could get from it. Now, I want to talk about pack weight for a little bit because that was something that we mentioned in yesterday's video that we were going to be looking out for. And I'm probably not the best person to be talking about pack weight. If you guys saw who I packed yesterday, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I will say I do think that the pack weight has been reduced a little bit. And the way that I'm going to describe this is comparing the number of cards that I get in the 88 and 89 exchangers. I feel like on average from an 89 exchange, maybe if it was Friday or last week, I mean, here, even for an 88 exchange, I'm only getting 2 special cards. That's kind of a little bit less than what I would normally get for an 83 times 20 on average. Same thing with the 89 exchanges. I felt like in those I was getting 3 to 4 special cards almost every time. I had a couple of 89 exchanges, or I feel like it's more often that I'm getting 89 exchanges that have 1 special card or maybe 0. I had a couple of gold tunnels yesterday while opening these. I mean, right there, is that all that I got? Zubimendi. I mean, sure, I'm getting some walkouts, and that's great and all. Okay, we got a Jonathan Tah as well. But, like, 2 specials, 89 rated, you know, that is a little bit worse than I think. It's not, like, shockingly bad, but I think I noticed it a little bit. So let me know in the comments if the pack weight was any better for you guys yesterday, but I'm guessing that it wasn't. Hopefully, we have a big change in the pack weight this Friday, just because with batch number 3, we should have even more players in packs. Did I get nobody here? I got 2 Team of the Season cards. Wait, let me put the 84 Ben White down there. Okay, any others at the back? Okay, so like that, you know, it feels like it's maybe not as spicy as it was, but it's still good enough to continue to craft, to continue to go in and out of these packs. You can see here by the number of small prime mixed players packs that I have done 40 of the 1 of 5 player picks. This is how I'm keeping track of how many of those that I've done, because every time I do those, you get the 2 mixed players and small prime mixed players packs. I opened one of these on accident, so I only have 39, but we've done 40 of those big player picks. I'm saving the 85 times 10s for tomorrow because, guys, the 85 times 10s are what brought me my first 99 rated. I'm not trying to flex this. I'm just trying to show you this as motivation. Cristiano Ronaldo, 99 rated in an 85 times 10 yesterday. Pedri was on the other side. So anticlimactic, right? To see Ronaldo pop out first, then turn to Pedri. That was insane. 6.7 million coins at the time of packing him. He is my most expensive card that I have packed this year, actually, at the time of packing somebody. So that was absolutely insane. Can't believe that I got him. But we stay chasing. It kind of motivates me, and I hope it motivates you even more to continue chasing through the player picks, through the exchanges, through the 85 10s, the 84 times 10s, and stuff like that. Keep going, guys, because like we say a lot of times when we're doing a pack grind, all it takes is 1. All it takes is 1 pack. Now, let's take a look at the market and take a look at Footbin really quick, because one of the biggest stories right now in this game is the women's Euro cards from England were upgraded yesterday. We have some 99 rated cards and an EA kind of mistake to go along with it. First of all, a lot of these cards were extinct yesterday. If you would have taken a look at the price of this Stanway card, she was max price 950,000 coins, and they all got price range updates right after they got upgraded, which is actually a big GG to EA, because there's been a lot of times where these cards have gotten upgrades and then their prices don't go up to match the hype, and this time they did. So that's great. Alex Scott was like extinct at like 100k or something like that. Now she's up to 500,000 coins. Her card looks insane. If you did the Charles SBC, you have yourself an insane left back or right back with great playstyle pluses, insane stats, 99 defending, 98 pass, 98 pace. Guys, I saw like in almost actually all of the cup games that I played yesterday, I saw almost every single one of the teams use one of these 99 rated or at least 98 rated Beaver Jones in their newly upgraded form. I will say this Beaver Jones card is a 98. She got press proven plus, which you could say is an L for a playstyle plus edition, but she is very good in game. I got cooked a couple times by her in Rivals and Champs. Now, the situation with these cards is EA added a new card design to the code yesterday that was still called the Women's Euro Path to Glory. But like, let me show you this, right? Let's say you want to go buy Stanway off the market to use your card right now. You use that card design to search, you're not going to see anything. That's because these cards got icon chemistry, and EA updated the same card design into the code, but these cards now have icon chemistry, so this is not actually the same card design as all the other ones with the regular women's Euro PTG. So that's kind of a little bit of a situation right now. If you're struggling to find these cards on the market, that is how you do it. Just basically do quantity special and search the market in the old way using a transfer market pricing minimum and maximum to kind of find them in their range. It works fine for the greats of the game. Like if you want to try Williams, if you want to try Scott, no problems there. It's just for Williamson, for Hemp, and then for Stanway for those cards that are on the market as PTGs. But that's just one thing I wanted to mention after this tweet from yesterday. Now also, the big question with this is, and a lot of people are now talking about this, could we get a Nations winner, kind of like the Nations League winner team for these cards of the PTGs? I would love that. I think a lot of us would love that just because, not necessarily that we want to pack them all because, of course, 99 footies are great, but that's been one of the most fun things that EA has done this year. First of all, because it was a surprise. There were no leaks about that. There was no news that this sort of thing was going to be happening. But whoever at EA decided to do this, G freaking G's, because seriously, it has been one of the highlights. We're still excited to pack these cards and the road to the final winners from player picks that they are in, even though they're kind of not the most meta anymore. You can put a playstyle plus on them to take them to 4, or maybe 5 playstyle pluses, as some of them do have 4, and then you actually create a really, really good card. So these cards are still hype because I think they are connected to an in real life accomplishment, and it was just a new W concept from EA to do this. And hopefully they do it with the women's Euro cards as well. Now, the only problem with this is what card design would they use? They would maybe use the PTG to keep it branded. They could maybe use this orange card design. And there's also no leaks for this right now. That's also a problem, to be completely honest. The other times that we've had these full winners teams released, we've had leaks for it. So could we see that? I think today would be the day. If they're going to actually do a winners team, today would be the day for it. So watch out for the leaks. But the thing would be, too, how high rated would they be? At this stage of the game, 96 and 97 may not cut it. Like if we're talking 98 rated for every single person in the team and then a couple cards get 99, that could be cool. But some of the cards already have 99s. Like if they're going to put Stanway in, because what they've done with the other winners teams is whoever was in the starting 11 and got subbed on got cards. You've already got 99 rateds for Charles, for Hemp, for Williamson, for Stanway, obviously. You know, like Lucy Bronze already has a couple of crazy cards. Greenwood already has, what does she have, the Shapeshifters or something like that. Ella Toon literally just got an SBC. Russo has the Shapeshifters. Lauren James has got some crazy cards. I think Chloe Kelly would be one of the cards that most people would be interested in. There's Charles on the bench. She came in as a sub, Beth Mead. So I don't know. Like, I think that would be a nice touch on the things right now. I don't think it would be like an end-all, be-all, like it has to happen sort of situation. I just think it would be nice and it would be cool. So let me know what you guys think down below about that. Would that make you want to grind more packs? Or would it be like, yeah, you know, that's cool, but I'm still here waiting for Friday with a new batch of cards and packs? Anyways, I just think that would be cool to commemorate that accomplishment, and it would be one of the last opportunities for EA to do so, or the last, before we get to the end of the year. Honestly, guys, let's get straight into discussing today's content on Tuesday with that, because that's basically all the news that we have right now. First of all, speaking of news today, we are 53 days away from FC26. That's the other thing we're counting down towards, right? 53 days away from FC26 dropping for the early release. Today, we should be getting another set of pitch notes. If you guys remember, it was on this day 1 week ago that we were in Vancouver. We interviewed EA employee Mr. Jamie FUTTIECONOMIST, and he was able to shed some light onto a lot of things, which was a great interview, and it was awesome that he was even allowed to do that, to be completely honest. But what we're watching out for today is clubs news. Not that it's super insane, but I think we should get some news around that today. But content inside of the menus that matters the most for us, of course, alongside of this pack grind, we have the 1 of 5 campaign pick, but the good pick is this one, the 95 plus with a little bit of rating guarantee that's in there inside of that. I'm not expecting anything crazy to happen with this today. It's probably just going to refresh with Team 3 of Footies players included in it. That's kind of what's been happening. They add on one of the Footies teams each and every week. If they took out Shapeshifters, then this would really cook. But I think Shapeshifters is kind of like the meat of the pack that kind of makes the odds what they are, not very great. So I don't think they're going to take those out, but it should just be the 88s and the 89s to get that one done today. So watch out for that. Also, of course, we're expecting a player SBC. We've got a huge list once again. 1 or 2 of these maybe dropped as SBCs today, and then another one going to be added in as day 3 of the cup, as we mentioned. Now, the last thing to discuss from content today is a evolution leak, and this one actually looks pretty interesting. Max 96 center back evolution is set to come to Ultimate Team 2. Intercept, bruiser, slide tackle, and aerial. Jockey, anticipate, block, and quick step silver. Good stats upgrade goes to 98 defending, it says. And he says, show me your untradeable players. I'll tell you if they fit or they don't. He literally said yes to everybody down here in the comments. And one of the most common cards that I saw was people asking about Mamadashvili and Isak Toure. So the Foot Birthday Isak Toure card actually fits, which is kind of crazy as a 96 rated card. So like I'm looking at his card right here, going up to 98 defense. That'd be nice. I think I'm mostly curious about the pace upgrade. Are we going to go to like 94, 95 pace? Because that's what it kind of needs to be. Van de Ven's got 96 pace. I've got a lot of center backs that have in the low 90s. But if we're getting up into the high 90s for a center back for Evo, that would be electric. So any max 96 rated center back ideally should be fitting this evolution today. So you even have some cards. I got a lot of 97 center backs. I just realized Mamadashvili would fit this one, +3 defense for him. Oblak would fit this one, +4 defense for him. Archie Gray 96 would fit this because he actually has a center back position. And if it gives intercept plus, that would actually be a really good Evo for that Archie Gray if you're going to use him as a DM. Team of the Year VVD would fit, and he would get Bruiser plus. That would be pretty solid. This Evo, again, it does look very good. It looks solid based on the playstyle pluses and the order too. Intercept, bruiser, slide tackle, then aerial. So if you have a 3 playstyle plus card, you're getting intercept or bruiser straight away, most likely. And that's probably going to be a paid evolution if we're being completely honest, because most of the max 96 rated Evos at this stage of the game have been paid. So there's that. Also, I still am in the middle of this Ronaldo flashback Evo, and I just packed the 99 rated. That's pretty crazy. But speaking of evolutions really fast, I don't think there's any Evos that are expiring today in there. Same thing with rewards and cosmetics, but this is a reminder to myself as well. There's a lot of Evos that have came out over the past couple of weeks. Just double check that you don't have any that are expiring, because I missed out on a couple of playstyle pluses for like the Neymar Evo and such. I'm kind of disappointed that I missed out on that. And keep grinding the player picks, man. I was just thinking of that as I saw Cole Palmer there in my club. I packed Cole Palmer, road to the final from one of those player picks yesterday. I know that's one that a lot of you guys are going after. But let's end the video off here with one more 85 times 10. I'm going to save most of these for the video or for the stream today on Tuesday. Left back, French. Is that going to be Footies Basha? See, that's what I'm saying, man. Footies cards should walk out. It's not Footies Basha. It is the Foot Birthday. 3 special cards there. See, I mean, not great. Not great, but we keep pressing on. We keep pushing forward. We keep chasing the Spurs cards. I'm still very motivated to pack the Spurs cards, man. I'm motivated to get 4 wins in the cup today. I'm motivated to finish my FUT champs with some of the other cards that we've just packed as well. The Harry Kane we got over the weekend. I got Lucio yesterday from one of the 1 of 5 player picks. It's just, it's fun. Those player picks right now, that is the grind. But hopefully today we get our last wins. We get some more packs open. We got Desai yesterday too, Blackstenius. Those picks are just fun. So that's the plan for today, guys, to craft more picks, craft more packs, see if we get lucky once again, and count down the days until Footies Team 4, which I think we're going to get some leaks for, because some of the guys on Twitter were already starting to hint at, hey, maybe we're going to get some leaks for Team 4 of Footies and for batch number 3. So keep an eye out for that. We'll cover it here first, of course, as it happens. But that's going to be the video for me today, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up on it, comment below if you had any questions. And, of course, subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys in the stream today. Have a great Tuesday. It's been TheFutAccountant. Catch you there. Peace out.